Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny, and folks, you can probably tell that I'm in the woods again. It's very cool, and it's going to be a beautiful sunny day today. And I'm telling you, it was 45 degrees this morning when I got up. Now that's telling me that winter is coming on. It won't be long until we will be seeing some snowflakes. All right, now, as you can tell, like I said, I'm in the woods, and I'm doing something today that I haven't done in a long time. And I'm in the woods for a reason. So let me show you why I'm here. Now, many of you are familiar with the herb ginseng. I'm sure that a lot of you even take it maybe on a regular basis. Now, I'm talking about this is American ginseng, and I've just got into the woods, and I want to show you what I just found. Now, the berries are red on the ginseng right now. I mean, they are red, but ginseng has been over harvested for so long, and that's a shame. But let me show you some tiny stuff that I just ran across. Now I'm going to show you these woods around me. These are ideal locations for finding ginseng in a rough terrain where there's lots of vegetation on the ground. Now, let me put myself down here just a little bit and give you a little idea of what this looks like. Now, right here. Now, this stuff I just ran across. This one right here. That is what we call ginseng, and of course the world knows about ginseng. And incidentally, I take this herb myself. In fact, I pretty much stay on it because of the health benefits. Now, as you can see, this is a very tiny, what we call a 3-prong. Now, the berries have already fallen off of this. The berries are gone, but it's beginning to turn yellow, as you can see. And right over here is some more of it. Very tiny stuff, which is just too small to dig. You don't want to harvest this tiny stuff. Right here is some more, another tiny 3-prong. Over here is some more. There's a small patch here, as we would call it. And over there, I believe, is some more. I can see it from here, looking. But I've run across this, and let me tell you something. This is not harvesting stuff here. It's just a little small patch that's growing. And let me tell you, don't dig that. It is too little. It's just a waste. So we are going to move on here, but I wanted to show this to you if you're not familiar with ginseng. Now notice that one right there. He is totally yellow. And this is the harvest season for ginseng. So I'm going to move on down the line just a little bit, and hopefully we'll find some more here in a few minutes. All right now, folks. I'm way down in a big old deep holler where it's really cool. This is as rough as you can get in this part of the country. And let me show you what I've just run across here. Let me go down low here. Here is some nice bunches of ginseng This is a big, well, I won't use the word big, but he is a 4-prong. Now, what I mean by 4 prongs is he's got 4 stems at the top of the stalk. He's got 4 prongs. And here's where the seeds, the berries, have already fallen off of this bunch. And he's about, if I had to guess, he's about 3 or 4 years old. And here's a 3-prong. I would think that he's probably about 2 years old, maybe 3. This one here's 3 to 5 years old. I'm speculating. But I'm not going to harvest these. I am not going to harvest these. I'm going to let them stay here and grow. I just wanted to give you a bird's eye view of this beautiful stuff. This is some of the most potent stuff on the planet, folks. Let me tell you, it has so many wonderful health benefits. I take this, like I said earlier, I take it daily. And I have taken it for many, many years. And with something this good, I mean, you'd be kind of silly not to take advantage of it. This is, of course, American ginseng. And let me tell you, it is potent. Now, this is the largest find I have found today. But I'm sure right up here above this, usually in a spot like this, if you will kind of look around closely where you found this at, you will find other nice bunches. So I'm going to take a good look around here closely and see what else I can find. All right, folks, we're moving along here in this rough spot. The sun is coming up, and let me tell you, it is beautiful. It's going to be about 75 today, and the leaves are beginning to fall in certain places here. This is a real big, deep gully here, and that's a perfect spot for ginseng to grow. I mean, it doesn't get any better. And I just walked up on this one here. Most of the ginseng that I found is still relatively green. Now this is a tiny 3-prong. I'm going to check this whole hillside down here and see how many more of these beauties I can find. It is so rough, I'm having to really slow down. And I believe up there's another one, I'm not sure. Can't tell from this far distance away. But I'm going to check this thoroughly out. All right now, folks, I have come across a very, very rare and unusual thing. Let me show you what I'm talking about. That's about as close as I want to get to him. That is a dead buzzard. Now, in all of my years of being in the woods, now I have come across several wild turkeys that were killed and ate by coyotes. But this is something I have never seen in the wild before. Now, buzzards do not have any predators. They just don't have any predators, because what would eat a nasty buzzard? Okay? Nothing. Not, well, you might say how I'm kind of thinking here. I believe this buzzard must have fell dead off of its roost at night from up here somewhere on a tree. He must have fell from the tree, because if a coyote had caught him and found him, that coyote would have eaten him. I mean, a coyote will eat anything that crosses its path. So I'm assuming that this buzzard just fell off of the roost and died a natural death, because the coyote would have devoured him had he caught him, because coyotes, they refuse nothing. So I wanted to share that with you. That's a first for me, folks. Never have I done it, and I've been in the woods many times for many years. Never have spotted a dead buzzard, but there's a first time for everything. We're moving along, folks. We're climbing up this big steep hill. The sun is up, and like I said earlier, it's probably about, maybe 11 o'clock now. I'm not finding a tremendous amount of ginseng. It's very easy to find right now because, well, I haven't found any full-blown yellow, but its tops are yellow right now, and in many places it is. Not right here, around in this area here, but I'm sure a lot of it is, and sometimes you find it and sometimes you don't. But I am still in search for a real good big patch. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna go on up the path a little bit. We're not finding a tremendous amount today, folks, because what we are finding is relatively small. As you can see from this, it is small, and we don't harvest stuff this small. This is super green. It's right around a big huge rock pile here, and we will see if we can't maneuver around a little bit here and see if we can't find some more of this beautiful stuff. And I'm sure many of you that maybe have family that harvest ginseng every year, you've probably been at it at least for probably 3 or 4 weeks now, because the season will go right on up till November, I believe, right on through October. So we're going to go right on around this rough spot right here and see if we can find some more. All right, folks, we are at the end of this little ginseng trip. I'm just admiring this beautiful day. Oh, it is so wonderfully beautiful. The sky is so clear and blue. I'm telling you, it's awesome. You can probably see these buzzards flying overhead here. I found their source. I think there might have been a big fight over that. I think there's probably a deer kill very close by, because I can smell it. And of course, when you see buzzards circling around like this, of course you know they're after some food. That one that I found earlier, there's a good possibility there that there could have been a a buzzard fight over the food, and he might have been a victim, so we don't know. But we are at the end of our little ginseng trip here. Let me tell you folks, I am back at my four-wheeler, and I'm telling you, this is the first time that I've been out this year. That's not a good idea to go out in the woods by yourself. I would not encourage you to do that, definitely not. But sometimes, you know, there's a few exceptions, I guess, that we can take. But listen, I appreciate you this afternoon. I am going to call this done and head on out of this mountain and go home. And if you like this, as always, give us a thumbs up, would you? And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And listen, as always, you have a wonderful, blessed day, and we'll talk to you later.